Plenty of content over on the website looking at the 25th anniversary of MLS. Stevie back with us, joined by Shaka Hislop as well to take us down memory lane. Stevie, let's start off with you, shall we? Best moment of those 25 years for you personally?
Listen, it was great winning trophies. We won the US Open Cup. We also won the Champions Cup between the Mexican sides and MLS sides. But I have to say that the one game that stands out has to be a playoff game that we had. It was the conference semi-final against the New Jersey MetroStars, as they were known then. They're now called Red Bull. And we were 1-0 down from the first leg away, which was okay. We were bringing them home for the second leg. I was pretty confident that we could get the job done and move on. Unfortunately, in the 52nd minute of the second half, Mr. Yuri Djorkaeff scored against us at Gillette Stadium and put us 2-0 down. And up until then, we had been pretty poor. There was no reason to think that we were actually going to get back in this game. So, you know, we made a couple of changes tactically. We got people forward. And we actually scored 3 goals in the last 30 minutes to go through 3-2 on aggregate. So it was exhilarating. The atmosphere by the end of the game was fantastic. And to come from 2-0 down with 30 minutes to go in such an important game, as I said, exhilarating.
And then how did you get on in the final?
Don't be clever. You know exactly how we got on in the final.
Shaka, your best memory.
Look at that stupid. You know what? I can't see you, but I can just tell what that stupid wee sniggery face will be like. You're lucky I can't get to you. With a smile, of course, and love.
Right, what were you asking me,
Shaka,
Dan?
your best memory of MLS, your time at FC Dallas.
I'll tell you what, so my time at FC Dallas, but remember I went to college here in the US through the late 80s into the early 90s, where, you know, soccer was not taken seriously is the understatement of the decade. So to see where the game had progressed from in those mid-90s, I mean, when I left Howard University back in '92, the only option available to me in terms of continuing professionally was on the indoor league. I was actually drafted by the Baltimore Blast. The head coach of the Blast at the time was a guy called Kenny Cooper, Sr., who was a goalkeeper for Manchester United during his own time. But to play the outdoor game, there simply was any kind of option available to me. So roll the clock forward some 14 or 15 years when I returned in 2006 to see a viable Major League Soccer, some 10 years old at the time, how much the game had grown. It felt, you know, coming full circle in terms of my own progression through the game, but to see how much the game grew, how important it was, that all of a sudden had a foundation a viable foundation to build on. It was exhilarating to be a part of, and now to see another 15 years on, how much has gone. We did the MLS Media Day earlier this year at LAFC and their stadium. I mean, to see that kind of facility available to players here in the US, it's an amazing kind of progression over the last few years.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.